Hey, this is the 13th Wolfman, and this is my review for Well Go USA. Well Go USA sent over this really nice Blu-ray of Best Laid Plans. Actually, it's a Blu-ray DVD combo. I watched the Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray is just incredible. The colors just pop off the screen. Now the movie. I mean, like I said, Well Go USA did a really great job with this. The movie's okay. You've got this guy here, Danny, and this guy here, Joseph. Danny's a pretty nice guy, except he's up to his eyeballs in debt with a local loan shark named Kansas. And Joseph is a giant man-child type of character. He's a nice guy, but not all the bolts are there, you know. And Danny kind of watches after him. You know, he tells this story in the movie where one day he was getting the holy heck kicked out of him, and just out of nowhere this big guy came and saved him. And ever since then, Danny has basically watched out for Joseph, and Joseph has made sure that no one picks on Danny. And like I said, Danny's up to his eyes in debt with this loan shark named Kansas. And Kansas sent two guys to break Danny's legs, basically. Just, turn him over. And while they're starting to beat on him, Joseph sees this, and he comes to the rescue again and throws these guys around like they're just envelopes, empty envelopes. It's kind of funny. Well, Kansas sees an opportunity here. Kansas is running an underground fight club that's televised, and people bet on it. So he wants Danny to talk Joseph into fighting for him. And Joseph says okay, but Joseph is a giant, I would say like 6-year-old. He doesn't get what violence is about. And so when he's in the ring, he needs Danny to kind of like yell at him to tell him, okay, now's the time to fight, And he's required to fight 5 fights. And then Danny will be out of debt with Kansas. But after like the 4th fight, Danny realizes that Kansas is never going to let Joseph off, Danny can go at any time, but Joseph will wind up being a slave to this guy for the rest of his life, or at least until he loses. And you know what they do with losers in the mob. Overall, it's an okay movie, but it really is kind of slow. That's where I'm going to kind of like leave you guys at. It is kind of slow. I liked some of the characters, but a lot of the characters I thought a lot of them were just creeps and despicable, and just had a hard time really caring about anyone. Danny does meet this woman who turns out to be a lot better than I thought she was going to be. She is probably the best thing for him. He kind of starts to clean up his life a little bit after he meets her. I'd give this movie a 2.5 chainsaws out of 4. It's not a great film. It's a little bit above average. You can kind of see where it's going. It's loosely based on Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men, which, if you've ever read the novel, it's not a bad novel. But like I said, it's very loosely based. It's an okay movie. I'm going to leave the link below for Well Go USA. You can go there, you can check it out. They have a lot of cool stuff coming up. This is one of them. This comes out on July 26th, I believe it is. And yeah, so please go there, check them out, see if there's anything there that you like, check this movie out. Like I said, it's an interesting movie. I I'll probably watch it again, but it'll probably be a while. You know, so yeah, I am the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.